The mayor of Minneapolis is not mincing his words over the direction of downtown Minneapolis, not at all.
Not even a little. Mayor Jacob Frey taking center stage this afternoon, fired up to see more workers return to downtown Minneapolis. Paul Bloom is live in that city right now, where earlier a captive audience was all ears, and Paul, the mayor, was not making friends with some workers.
Well said there, Randy. Kelsey, you know, the mayor's office has clarified that, of course, the mayor here was joking about some of his comments, but obviously a serious topic, bringing workers downtown. You'll hear his sound bites, if you will, here in a couple moments. But the theme today, while there is some work to be done in getting downtown Minneapolis back to pre-pandemic levels, there is still something to celebrate right now.
What a moment at the Downtown Council's annual meeting on Wednesday. The Armory painted purple as a large crowd celebrated the upcoming pre-Broadway world premiere of the Prince-inspired musical, Purple Rain, at the State Theater.
As we reimagine who we are, both as a state and as downtown Minneapolis, there are golden opportunities to improve people's quality of life, to set that new path, to seek a vision that maybe hadn't been there before, and it's to each and every one of you.
Political and business leaders bullish on the future of the heart of Minneapolis.
Come experience the greatness of downtown. Come back to work.
One point of significant emphasis, return to office, meaning getting workers back downtown in bigger numbers. According to the latest year-end stats, the council reports 65% of the workforce has come back in some capacity on a weekly basis, with Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays leading the way. The mayor attempting some humor to lure those employees who have chosen to work from home following the pandemic.
When they stay home, sitting on their couch with their nasty cat blanket diddling on their laptop, if they do that for a few months, you become a loser. It's a study. We're not losers, are we?
It's not a study. Of course, the mayor joking there about bringing workers back downtown, but one group that needed no such prodding about coming back, returning to downtown Minneapolis last year, of course, concert goers, those big stadium shows back with a vengeance. You think U.S. Bank Stadium, Target Field, the two Taylor Swift shows at U.S. Bank Stadium. Those are huge economic drivers. The message in that room today at the Armory is let's keep things moving and have downtown trending in the right direction. Reporting in downtown Minneapolis, Paul Bloom, Fox 9.
I was more concerned about the nasty cat blanket reference.
People who own cats are like, wait a second, why do you have to pick on our blankets?